You may hear the term EdSpec when talking about schools, but what does that mean? Well, EdSpec is short for Educational Specifications. They're a set of standards set by the district for the design and construction of new schools and major updates to existing schools. They meet certain educational goals and provide equitable learning environments across the district. BSD has different EdSpecs for elementary, middle, and high schools based on specific needs and goals at each level. BSD's current EdSpecs were developed in 2014. The process took more than a year and included input from about 150 students, school staff, district staff, and design professionals. There were 3 key steps in the process with input from work groups representing each school level. First, they looked at the district's educational programs at the time and determined what was working best for students. Next, they took that information along with plans for future programs and developed key school planning and design characteristics. Some of their top priorities included facilities that were student-centered and welcoming, spaces and layouts that encouraged collaboration between teachers, and buildings that provided safety and security. Finally, they set the standard for the number of general education classrooms at 30 for elementary schools, 44 for middle schools, and around 73 for high schools. If you multiply that number of classrooms by the student-to-teacher ratio for each level, which is based on financial resources and enrollment projections, you get the estimated student capacity for a school. However, that doesn't mean a school will have that many students, only that there's room if all the classrooms were used. The school capacities for our current EdSpecs look like this: elementary, 750 students, middle school, 1,100 students, and high school, 2,200 students. Part of what we as a district are now discussing is whether these EdSpecs for school capacity still meet our current and future needs. It's really about determining the Goldilocks of school capacity. You don't want a school that's too big where you don't know every student's name, strengths, and needs, but you also don't want a school that's too small where it's not financially feasible to provide all the opportunities and resources of a larger school. You're looking for an EdSpec that's just right. We want to hear from you on this topic, so please feel free to leave us a comment on the Engage BSD website.